Welcome back, guys, to the Highly Productive Podcast. Man, we are fresh off of a dab, first of all, from 14er, the Duracake a Fuego. Some good stuff, man. Fresh off of a dab, fresh off of a 33-33 tie last night. My squad, the X-Vapes Raptors, right now I'm rocking the PAX Pulse, but we all three had a game last night, man, and to be honest with you, I'm still feeling the juice. That's kind of how it goes, but man, it was a great game, a great night for games for all three of our teams. We had a great time. X-Vapes was playing against the Sideline Storm, which is like a new team that we're not familiar with. But a heck of a battle over there, man. Everybody was making plays. We missed a couple, left a couple out there for sure. But we were making plays, man, and having fun while we were doing it. I'm definitely feeling sore today, man. But I'm just thinking about plays last night that we left out there, and who we can get involved with the league to help it grow and help it be more exciting. I mean, yesterday was really cool because the entire team got to vibe a little bit after the game and enjoy one another. Obviously, Kona Ice comes out there each week, and the snow cones certainly do help. But having that little bit of camaraderie has been awesome, man. And last week, unlike other weeks, we were able to kind of take our time as we were leaving and hang out and chop it up a little bit. But it was a really good week for football, man, and I'm just super excited about. I mean, today is 7/10, for example. It's the equivalent to 420 in the cannabis industry for cannabis oil, essentially. Any dabbables, oil, cartridges. It is the date, obviously 7/10, but it's also oil backwards, upside down, I guess it would be. It's, like I said, the equivalent to 420, man. It's a super cool day. They haven't quite kicked off as many festivities, good times and stuff like that for 7/10 yet, but it's still picking up steam, and it's a really cool holiday, especially if you're into cannabis vapes, which clearly I am. It's certainly one of the best ways for me to remain highly productive. In PAX Pulse, obviously a great partner of the sports league. But PAX does a really good job with their vapes, and same thing with X-Vapes and Sphere X. Obviously, I'm super grateful for the partnerships that we've had so far, and it's really exciting to see where the league is headed, and to see some of the brands that are continuing to express interest and ultimately that want to help develop what we've already been building with the league so far. But that being said, man, I just wanted to welcome you guys back to the Highly Productive Podcast. It's been a pretty busy last couple months, man. I know everybody's been feeling it, but the weather's nice. Sports are ramping up. We got several sports on the horizon. We got a lot of cool stuff in the cannabis industry and a lot of cool interviews coming up. I know I've got Andy from Keith coming up here soon. See if maybe I can get at least Christy Ryder from PAX, or one of the guys over there. I know Claudio is a really cool person with a unique perspective that works with PAX, but that company in general it was eye-opening for me to realize that they're obviously not just in the state, but they also are a little bit more global. In the cannabis industry for a while, being able to sell accessories and be able to sell them across state lines and overseas and whatnot is kind of it's a whole new avenue, I guess, for me that I never really quite considered. It's really cool, man. PAX is a great company. I know a lot of you know about them. They've obviously been, great sponsors for the league. Been great sponsors for the league. Christy is one of my good friends over there, but a lot of the guys over there, both Christys, for instance, are super cool, fun to hang out with, very supportive, involved in the community, and they know what they're talking about too, which is obviously icing on the cake, I guess, if you will. But without further ado, man, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into where we're at into the season, the sponsors that we've had, that we have right now, and upcoming events here in the next couple segments here. But per usual, if you guys want to get involved in the Highly Productive Podcast, reach out to me. You guys already know Instagram, Gmail. It's all We Are Highly Productive. Obviously, you can leave a comment here on YouTube, wherever you want to reach out to me. Just reach out to me and let me know how you want to get involved. I love interviewing highly productive people with highly productive mindsets, if you will. Everybody's a little bit different, and everybody's wired a little bit different. And to hear different people's perspectives, people that are in a position, have a perspective with developing cannabis brands, helping operate cannabis companies here in Colorado for the last 10 to 15 years. or whatever the case may be, helping develop grows. I mean, there's just a lot of really cool people here with really cool insight and expertise that I love to hear about, and I have some more coming up. Obviously, like Katie from the previous episode, she's great. One of my favorite players on the team. Her and I had a great connection last week on a deep pass that we finally added to our game. But she's always been my speed outlet coming across the middle. But man, it's been really cool. I can't wait to tell you guys more about it, and I promise I'm going to get more consistent with this stuff and keep it rolling out a lot more. Right, welcome to segment number 1-ish, 1.5. I want to tell you guys a little bit more about last night, about the league, and about that's kind of opened up for some of us, I guess you could say. First of all, last night it was really cool because, like I said, it was a culmination of everybody that had been trying to come, meaning to come, and a lot of these people are plugged into the cannabis industry, like Adrian, AG from the 303. Really cool guy, plugged in with a lot of music places. He invited to the teams out to a Rave and Buster's, little rave party at Dave and Buster's, clearly. But invited the team out there, and I think that was a really cool opportunity to obviously know one another or be familiar with one another in the cannabis field, to see each other and play with one another on the actual football field. And then to also, be able to hang out with each other and kind of get to know one another on a personal level at these, events that we're inviting one another to. Same thing with karaoke. We kind of send little invites out to build that little camaraderie, and it's been really cool. Again, to see how the community is growing, see players out there, allowing their personalities to shine. Which we're posting a highlight video from last night today. She's just I call her a glue girl. She's great for team camaraderie. She's great energy when she's out there. When she makes plays, she'll let you hear about it too. But I love playing with her, and I know that the rest of the guys love playing with her too. We missed her last week, but this highlight today, man, she scored a touchdown. Like I said, she let everybody know she was definitely feeling herself. Pulled a little Deion Sanders out there. Hey, shouts to Prime, man. I would love to connect with Prime here in Colorado. I do jerseys, some shoes coming out soon. Plenty of ways for us pro athletes to connect. And yes, I've been considering myself a pro athlete these days. Just a little backstory on that real quick. I took my kids out to the park, the skate park, and randomly there were some older kids that were kind of chopping it up with us and having a good time skating. And Lord knows why, but he asked. One of the older kids asked me, "Are you a professional athlete?" And I'm like, "No, not at all." And his next question was, "Are you a professional anything?" I'm like, I didn't quite know how to answer that. I guess it caught me off guard. Now that in hindsight, thinking about it, I guess I am kind of a professional athlete. I play sports on a regular basis. I design and craft the teams. I think it is something that I could say, add it on there. I've always wanted to, growing up, I always wanted to be a NFL athlete, which clearly was outside of my wheelhouse at a whole 5'7", 140 pounds. But it's just funny, at my advanced age, I'm able to actually kind of say that I'm somewhat of a pro athlete these days. So if I ever see those kids again, I'll make sure to let them know these boys' dad is a pro athlete. But man, we felt like pro athletes last night. We were having a good time. The X-Vapes Raptors, like I said, there's 4 teams in our league right now, and 3 of which are entered by Wearehighlyproductive, and obviously by our wonderful sponsors. Shouts to PAX, Spherex, X-Vapes, Soy Cubano, Redwoods Rolling Company, Superfire Companies. I'll tell you more about them there. But so yeah, 3 of the 4 teams are teams that we entered, to people that I know, players that I recruited. And yesterday, X-Vapes played the 4th team, the other team that we don't know. It was a heck of a battle, man. We went down, it was halftime. We were down by a touchdown, I believe, but we were going to get the ball in the second half. So we obviously knew that. We had to tighten up our defense a little bit. We undercut a few long balls, and they caught it deep on us. I missed a freaking flag pull, and he ran it deep on us. A few little mishaps, but we're going to dial that stuff in, especially for the playoffs. back and forth, man. The second half, we were, Katie's making plays, Rico, Ho, Carlos, Francisco, Sammy's making plays, everybody's making plays, and before you know it, we're up by 8 points at the end of the game. 8 points at the end of the game, and wait, let me back up just a little bit. There was 3-4 minutes left. We were driving down. We're ahead by 2 points. I'm telling everybody, slow down, take it easy. Sure enough, we go down there, score a touchdown. We're up by 2 points at that point. We go to score one, and we missed it. So we're up 8 points with a minute left, a minute and a half, 2 minutes left. And they get the ball back. And of course, they drive down the field, score a touchdown, and score the 2-point conversion. So tie ball game. We get one play, maybe 2 plays. We got halfway down the field and couldn't quite punch it in for the score. But man, it was a good game. So ultimately, we ended up tying 33-33. But I know X Vapes and Soy Cubano and Red Roots Rolling Company, the Rebels, and Pax Pulse. I know they had a heck of a battle over there on the other field too. We play at the same time there at Infinity Park, and I like it for that. I like that we get the games through and done. But man, I miss playing with those guys, and I want to be able to watch them too. But obviously, I can only play on one team at a time. But man, it has been a blast. We had a lot more people kind of show up that were not playing, but more spectating and just vibing it up. I would love to encourage you guys, if you're listening to this, if you're in the cannabis industry, you like sports, football, volleyball, basketball. We have men's basketball coming up, co-ed volleyball coming up at the Stanley Marketplace. It's going to be super dope. If you're into that stuff and you're in the cannabis industry, man, there's very little reason not to reach out. You can play for free if you're in the cannabis industry, and I'm even looking to add esports to that. So if you guys are in video games, you want to avoid getting getting tore up in flag football, which I'm willing to sacrifice. If that's not for you, we have esports coming, man. I was thinking about doing some Rocket League tournaments, maybe Smash Brothers or Call of Duty. If you guys have some suggestions on esports that we should look at, League of Legends would be a fun one. If there's something that we should look at, let me know, because I'd love to look at it. There's a place called Nerd Street I'm gonna go check out this week and see if we can start lining that up. But needless to say, man, like I said, we've been having a blast with the team sports stuff. We have a few more things lined up. We're gonna try to do like a playoff tournament, kind of celebration party, if you will. Get some music going out there, maybe get some food. But again, I just want to invite you guys to come out, play. Pick your favorite team, whether it's the Pax Poles, whether it's X Vapes Raptors right now, Soy Cubano and Red Roots Rolling Company, Rebels. Pick your team, come out there and vibe it up. Bring you something to smoke, bring your pins or whatever, and come out and check it out, man. It's pretty fun. And like I said, we're always adding new layers to it. And speaking of which, we just added, I know some of you have seen this, but Brandon Bolden, former Super Bowl winner, he just started a foundation, man, and I really wanted to do what we could to support his endeavor there. He and Anton were nice enough to allow me to put their foundation on our designs and actually make a specific collection just for him and his charity. Just trying to give back and try to, do the right thing when it comes to people that don't have the opportunity for rehabilitation or just knowledge on cancer research in general. I think it's a great thing that he's doing. I think it's cool that he's starting it up, and I think it's obviously really cool that he wanted to collaborate with us. So you'll see "Be Bold" on a lot of our jerseys. If you see that, a portion of the proceeds go to his foundation, and then I have a collection that all the proceeds goes directly to his foundation. So if you see something you like, man, just know, and it has that "Be Bold" on there, just know it's going to a good cause. And you're gonna get you something that's pretty cool too. And I'd love to take feedback on designs too. So if there's something, if you got an outfit, something you're trying to match with some shorts, or a shirt that you need to match with some shorts, or whatever the case may be, let me know, because I bet we can make something happen. I'd love to take feedback. That's how I draw inspiration. In fact, I'm gonna work on doing some shoes actually a little bit later when I get off of this podcast. I drew some inspiration from a dream last night, I guess, but. Needless to say, I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna keep adding some layers to this. I hope all of you cannabis operators out there, all you guys in the cannabis industry are crushing it today. Like I said, it's 7/10, freaking oil holiday. Everybody loves vapes. Everybody loves oil. Most people love cannabis. Let's be real. It's been great, man. I can't wait to see some of you guys out there. And, you know, like I said, don't hesitate to reach out if you want to get involved in the show. I am looking for a couple things in terms of, you know, sponsorship. One, if you want to be, you know, primary sponsor on the show, please reach out. Two, I really would love to connect my cannabis sports league with a local car dealership in the area. I mean, I know I'll be in the car market here soon. But several of our players are personally or will be here in the future, and I just think if we had a good relationship with a local dealership where we can get a good deal, we can put their brand on our jerseys or on our marketing material, whatever the case may be, and in exchange for, you know, that relationship, so we could have, you know, somebody to contact if we're in need of, you know, whatever type of vehicle. I think it would be a great partnership, to be honest with you, and I think that that'll be the next layer here, so I can help grow the league and potentially, you know, we could find our own location, our own fields and courts to bring our own referees and have our own equipment, stuff like that. So that's definitely something that I'm working on. I'm obviously working on keeping this podcast a lot more regular and consistent. Just sometimes it gets a little tough, you know, being a dad, trying to remain highly productive when it comes to, you know, the cannabis industry and what I'm doing daily, and obviously trying to work on the sports league as well. Again, always open to feedback, you guys. I've had a freaking blast. Segment number 3, we'll kind of wrap it up a little bit, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what's to come, because there's some freaking cool stuff coming up. Right, segment number 3, guys. What's to come? You know, I'm rocking that custom PAX Pulse jersey. Speaking of which, we have a new PAX Phantom jersey, all blacked out, coming soon for what's to come, which, you know, that's what segment 3 is all about, man. I wanted to tell you guys about the few endeavors that we have coming up, and I think you're going to love it, and I definitely would like you to get involved, because the facilities that we're going to be at, the people that are going to be playing, the people that are going to be involved, it's going to be awesome. So first and foremost, we're going to be doing our flag football season every Wednesday, about 6 o'clock. Later in the season, we have a game that's like 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock p.m., but every Wednesday we're playing that. We're going to wrap that up mid-August or so. Looking to do a playoff tournament. If you want to get involved, sponsor some food, get some you know, snow cones out there, some music, whatever the case may be. Let me know for that playoff tournament. Would love to invite you out to the games in the meantime. But after that, we have probably sometime around that same time, we're going to do a 2-on-2 basketball tournament. Myself and Conversation Elevated, my man JoJo over there. We're going to put together this tournament and see what we can get the turnout to look like. You know, I really think that kind of people are chomping at the bit to do something cool and a little bit different. And I think that the 2-on-2 format and, you know, the way that we're looking at setting it up, I think is going to be really cool. And, you know, we'll have some cash prizes, you know, cannabis prizes too, hopefully. Speaking of which, same thing. If you guys want to get involved as a sponsor, you know, get your brand out there, get your brand on some jerseys, create your own custom team. It's going to be a 2-on-2 tournament. Hoping to get 14er involved. I'm hoping to get involved. Full Cure Labs, I'm hoping to get involved as well. And we've got our own little designs coming out for them. But let us know, man. I think it's going to be really cool, that 2-on-2 tournament. It's very low cost compared to a lot of marketing endeavors, I guess you can say. And it goes to, you know, helping develop a community that hasn't really had an opportunity, I don't feel, to kind of stay consistent and regular. Obviously, SphereX does a great job building that community and allowing people in the industry to have opportunities to see the same faces, you know, and get to know people and develop those relationships. You know, I think that's another thing that Highly Productive, the sports league specifically, can help create. The 2-on-2 tournament is going to be great. I think it's going to be at the Basketball Social House again. We might do it in the 5-on-5 court. I might even look at doing some lower rims so we can get some dunks going on. I'll be out there. I might hurt myself for that one for sure, but if we can go 9 to 9.5 feet, it's going down for sure. I'm going to put that jammer on somebody. Hopefully JB from Dro. No, I'm just kidding. I better not even think about it. But needless to say, man, it's going to be a good time. I think JB from Dro, I think those guys will be involved. 14er, like I said. Hopefully we get Lazy Susan and Green Dot and all those guys that would have participated in the past to check it out and be a part of it moving forward too. I really think this one's going to be the next step to kind of getting fans involved, getting the city involved, and developing more and more of that community. So 2-on-2 tournament, like I said, coming up probably. If you guys have a best day, I'm thinking Saturday or Sunday for that. To be honest with you, sometime maybe it's the 17th, 16th to the 17th of August. But to be determined on that one. And then we're actually going to do a 4-on-4 co-ed volleyball season, a whole season, probably 6 to 8 weeks. It'll be at the Stanley Marketplace. There's a new place called the Local Drive, I believe it is. They have virtual driving ranges. They have obviously an open bar. There's food all inside the Stanley Marketplace there, but they have a sand volleyball court outside by the playground. Great for families. My sons are going to love being there, hanging out, playing cornhole, and hanging out at the playground while we're enjoying ourselves playing some volleyball. And then obviously we're going to have some several teams. I'm hoping to have at least 6 teams competing in this season for 4-on-4 volleyball. It'll be Friday nights, 5 to 8 p.m. Like I said, we'll probably run 3 or 4 games. I mean, we'll kind of feel that it didn't have to be super strict. We'll have a good time. We'll play it out and keep track of the score, keep track of the standings and all that good jazz. But being at the Stanley Marketplace, man, it's super nice spot to bring your family, come enjoy yourselves, get dinner, and enjoy some good friendly competition. So I'm really, really excited about that one. We've got a lot of former volleyball players that are going to be returning this go around, and I've had a lot of interest since then for people that want to play volleyball. So we're gonna really get that thing going. And personally, I've been missing volleyball as well. I mean, it's a great workout for your legs, of course, but aside from that, the competition is awesome. I started from scratch 2 years ago, and I just progressively worked on my skills and listened to coaching from some of those returning players. Katie is one of them, and just try to get better and better. I mean, that's the same thing I've done with all the sports that I play. Same thing that I've done in terms of being a cannabis professional. I'm constantly learning from my mistakes, correcting things that need to be corrected, and kind of assessing myself to find ways to grow, and I think that comes from my sporting background for sure, but I'm glad that it's kind of ingrained into who I am. It definitely helps become proficient with a lot of things really quickly. Yeah, man, like I said, please do not hesitate to reach out. I hope you guys are following me at Wearehighlyproductive on Instagram. Reach out to the show on YouTube, any of the podcast platforms. It's streaming on podcast. Subscribe to the show. Don't forget to do that. And man, feedback. If you guys want to hear from a certain brand, I think I should try to get an interview and chat with a certain brand and get some feedback on them. I'd love to try. I'd love to do that for you. If you guys have some feedback on a jersey design or some clothing that we should do, let me know, man. Or if you personally want to help, work on the show. I mean, there's only so much I can do in a day. Like I said, I'm trying to balance a lot of things. So I'm always looking for people that want to help the movement, if you will, and speaking of which, special shouts to JoJo over at Conversation Elevated. We're doing that 2-on-2 tournament. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good competition. It'll be good vibes, hopefully good music, good food, good cannabis, of course, and we're gonna keep this thing rocking. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a happy 710. Go check out your local dispensary. I know Rocky Road, Aurora, and Thornton. They're pumping it, man. My guys over there, Jairus and George, they're at each store, man. They really do a good job. They understand the importance of customer service, and if you need some vapes and oils for the weekend, go hit them up. Like I said, y'all be safe. I hope you had a great 4th of July last weekend. We're gonna keep this thing pumping. Hope to see you Wednesday night, flag football. We have Pax Pulse, X-Vapes Raptors. We've got Soy Cubano, Red Roots Rolling Company, Rebels. Which my son said he likes the Rebels the best. Hate to say it, but man, I hope to see you guys out there. Y'all come on out, check it out, bring you something to drink, bring you some food or something, whatever you want to do. Bring you something to smoke for sure. And we'll see you out there.